honorary degree recipient, myself, the guest alumni speaker, Mr. Enoch Sikolia, members of University Senate, staff and students of Kenyatta University, parents and guardians, fellow graduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Mr. Chancellor, Sir, members of the Senate, Council members and Chancellors, University professors, lecturers, fellow graduates, family, relatives, and friends. I stand before you today in awe, as I've never imagined myself standing here addressing such a distinguished gathering, wearing such a magnificent gown. Thank you for inviting me and honoring me with this degree. It is unique and a humbling experience. Mr. Chancellor, Sir, let me take this opportunity to congratulate Kenyatta University for leading the way in enrolling the highest number of students with disabilities in the country in various faculties of learning. In 2012, Kenyatta University established the Directorate of Disability Studies to ensure full and effective participation of students and staff with disabilities in all affairs of the university. Kenyatta University has fully embraced persons with disabilities and is committed to mainstreaming disabilities in all its operations. At present, the university has 220 students with disabilities enrolled in various academic programs, the largest number in all the universities in Kenya. There are also 79 members of the non-teaching and teaching staff with disabilities. This truly is remarkable, and I congratulate you in demonstrating the true meaning of inclusivity. Kenyatta University has given opportunities on merit to students with disabilities who have graduated in various fields of education, such as engineering, law, education, just to mention a few. Let me urge other universities to follow this example. I would like to take this opportunity to honor my university professor and mentor, the late Renee Paul, who first introduced me to special education. She not only taught me from my sophomore year, but she also guided me on where and how to expand my knowledge and experience outside of the classroom through working and teaching the mentally challenged children and adults in the United States of America. She supported and walked with me in my career journey until she died in 2012. And I owe her a great deal of gratitude. Let me take this opportunity to congratulate all the graduates today, especially those who will be entering the job market for the first time. We have witnessed many dramas recently regarding the authenticity of university degrees. Take pride that you have obtained yours, and remember to thank your parents or guardians for making it possible for you to graduate. Don't take shortcuts. It's not worth it. Continue to increase your knowledge. Henry Ford once said, "Anyone who stops learning is old, whether at 20 or 80. Therefore, never stop learning, as there is always something new and exciting to learn and experience." B.B. King said, "The beautiful thing about learning is that nobody can take it away from you. It's all here, and it's yours and yours alone." I was at a school assembly just a week ago, and although it was in a primary school setting, the guest speaker said something that just blew my mind. He told the children that by the time they enter the job market, 80% of them will be doing jobs that don't exist today. My point, therefore, to you is to look around you and discover the opportunities out there and seize them. Stay focused, work hard, and steadily. You will realize your dreams. Whatever you do, do it well or don't do it at all. Let me remind you, taking shortcuts leads to disastrous results. Do what is right and not what is easy. Always think before you act. Taking the easy road gives you a quick feel-good factor, but it doesn't last. Take the right road, and the results will be felt for a lifetime. Treat others with respect and kindness, for it will always come back to you tenfold. Don't quit or be discouraged. If you have a dream or a purpose in life, no matter what challenges you may face, don't quit. Believe in yourself and follow your dream. Don't let other people's opinions distract or deter you from your dreams. Don't worry about what other people think of you. Who cares? Let it go. Never, ever fall to peer pressure. Do good and chart your own path. You are unique, confident, and memorable. Most of all, be you. And a quote from the poem Desiderata. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars, and you have a right to be here. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I dedicate this degree to my parents, the late Mzee Jomo Kenyatta and Mamangina Kenyatta, whose support, guidance, kindness, and love have not only shaped my life, but also because of their strength, determination, and courage, they taught me to stand strong. I also dedicate this degree to my children for the love, respect, and patience they have always shown me. May the road always rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, and the rain fall soft upon your fields. Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is therefore with appreciation, respect, and deep humility that I accept this degree of Humane Letters honoris causa that Kenyatta University has bestowed upon me today. Thank you, and may God bless you all.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I now wish to introduce the congregation, the two top graduates in the graduating class. They are Mr. Wesley Cheruiyot from the School of Education under the Bachelor of Education Science with a cumulative mean score of 78.4. Secondly, we have Ms. Mutunga Mutidi Francisca from the School of Agriculture and Enterprise Development under the Bachelor of Science Agricultural Resource Management with a cumulative mean score of 76.4. Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me now to invite Mr. Wesley Cheruiyot to read his speech on behalf of all the graduates.
Chancellor, Kenyatta University, Dr. BENSON I. WAIREGI, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Education, Professor George Magoha, represented by the Principal Secretary, State Department for University Education and Research. Chairman, Kenyatta University Council, Professor Crispus Makau Kiamba. Chancellors from other universities present, members of Kenyatta University Council. The host Vice Chancellor, Professor Washeke Wanjohi. Chairpersons of councils from other universities. The guest alumnus speaker, Mr. Enoch Sikolia. Members of University Senate, staff and students of Kenyatta University. Parents and guardians, our graduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Wesley Cheruiyot, a graduate from the School of Education. I am pleased to give this speech on behalf of the graduating class of July 2022. It is our great honor and privilege to be part of this graduation ceremony. We are happy to be back to the traditional way of celebrating graduations at Kenyatta University. We are honored that you all found time to be with us here on this beautiful and auspicious occasion as we celebrate the dawn of an important chapter in our lives. We are a class that has proven to the world that we can truly thrive in the face of adversity. We have persevered and stand proud today as we celebrate this special day. As graduates, we have a lot to be grateful for, especially during the time spent at Kenyatta University. One of the things that set Kenyatta University apart from the rest is the unrelenting vision to provide holistic education to its students. The university management has over the years improved our education facilities, from ICT accessibility to learning tools that facilitate online teaching and learning, e-learning resources in the library and modern learning spaces that are critical in optimizing learning and knowledge sharing. We are now better prepared for the future. We are more tech savvy and ready to join the world of work, ably equipped for remote working. We appreciate the university management for displaying commendable collegiality in the past 2 years that enabled us to surmount challenges occasioned by the COVID-19 pandemic. Due to your exemplary resilience, flexibility, and agility, we forged ahead in pursuit of excellence in our education. The commitment and effort that the university management put in place to implement phased reopening demonstrate that our safety as students is a key priority. To our academic mentors, the professors and lecturers. We will remain forever grateful for guiding and supporting us in quest for knowledge, career pursuits, and dreams for a better future. While at KU, you imparted in us the requisite life skills and knowledge. As we graduate today, we recognize the sacrifices made by our dear parents, guardians, sponsors, and stakeholders. We remain extremely grateful for your choice to invest in us and our education at Kenyatta University during one of the most difficult economic times. Without your encouragement and support, this graduation ceremony would not have been possible. KU has equipped us with relevant skills that make us competent and globally competitive. Our academic journey at KU has enabled us to meet many, if not all, of our expectations. The challenge now is to look for opportunities beyond our disciplines and leave our comfort zones. I want to ask my fellow graduates that we be innovative, assertive, and seize every opportunity that comes our way. This graduation ceremony is a major milestone in our lives, and only one of the many great things to come our way. My fellow graduates, we are proud of all that we've done and the obstacles that we've overcome. Now it is our honors to make difference in the world. This is our moment to shine. We have the potential and capability. Let us rewrite our history. Let's create our own legacy. Put passion and dedication in everything we do. Face all our fears with boldness and courage. Turn our weak points into our strength. Let us be the best versions of ourselves. And at all times, remember our alma mater, Kenyatta University. Once again, congratulations to the amazing class of July 2022. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you, top student. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I now wish to introduce an alumni of Kenyatta University to address the congregation. Our alumnus is Mr. Enoch Sikolia, one of the top-rated journalists in the country, who has worked for leading media houses, both locally and internationally. Mr. Sikolia graduated from Kenyatta University with a Bachelor of Science in Medical Laboratory Science degree on the 25th of July, 2008. Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me now to invite Mr. Sikolia to address the congregation.
Chancellor, Kenyatta University, Dr. BENSON WAIREGI, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Education, Professor George Magoha, represented by Ambassador Simon Nabukwesi, Principal Secretary, State Department for University Education and Research, Chairman, Kenyatta University Council, Professor Crispus Makau Kiamba, members of Kenyatta University Council, chancellors from other universities present, the host chancellor, Professor Washeke Wanjohi, chairpersons of councils from other universities, vice chancellors from other universities, members of the Senate, staff and students of Kenyatta University, parents and guardians, our graduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Today is a special occasion for the graduates of this 51st graduation, whom we join in marking the peak of a fulfilling academic journey culminating in their degrees, diplomas, and certificates they will be awarded today. I therefore congratulate them on behalf of the Kenyatta University Alumni Fraternity on this great achievement. My name is Enoch Sikolia, a TV journalist working with CGTN Africa, which stands for China Global Television Network. I'm standing here on behalf of the interim Kenyatta University Alumni Board as the publicity secretary. KU is my second home. That is what I usually say. I graduated from this university on the 25th of July, 2008 with a Bachelor of Science, Medical Laboratory Sciences. It was a new faculty then. During my time at the Kenyatta University, that is between 2004 and 2008, I concentrated more on my academics and more so on what was the future of my classmates and myself once we were to get out of the university. We were among the first Kenyans to be enrolled in the university to pursue medical laboratory science, and so we met a lot of hurdles. But with the support of the university, we fought to ensure that Kenyatta University graduates were enrolled to the Kenya Medical Laboratory Technicians and Technologists Board, and that our degrees were recognized. And today I can say that most of my colleagues are now holding top offices in top hospitals in Kenya, including the Aga Khan, the University of, the hospital, that is Nairobi Hospital, and many other institutions, including Cambridge. So we are happy about the journey that we undertook at that time. But myself, I took a different path. I decided to pursue journalism, and I can say KU gave me the best background for it. I've been a TV journalist for 10 years now, through various, let's say I've worked for different TV stations, among them K24 TV, NTV, Citizen TV, and now with CGTN Africa. Today, I also produce documentaries for online or for YouTube, which is called The Kenyan Historian. I have won various awards, mostly in health and environment. That is why I said KU gave me the best background for what I do today, and I owe it my success. Today, the VC will give you the power to do anything and everything that pertains your diplomas, your certificates, and your degrees. In simple terms, what she means is when you walk outside there, don't be confined in a box. Think outside the box, because I did that 10 years ago. When he says, or when she says, as pertains, in simple terms, and in Oxford Dictionary, the other, or the synonym for pertains is related. And related doesn't mean that when you've done biochemistry, you walk and look for a job that is related, not related, but a job that is biochemistry. You can do a job that is related to biochemistry. I do journalism, but I'm also a medical journalist, and it's related to what I did, medical lab science. It is only Kenyatta University that has produced journalists, or started producing journalists before it started having graduates or people pursuing mass communication. And so I am happy that today we will be having more than 20 students graduating with a degree in mass communication. It is only KU that can produce athletes, great athletes like Julius Yego. It is only KU that can produce top government officers cabinet secretaries, principal secretaries, like Mr. Nabukwesi here. So as you walk here, walk your shoulders high, knowing that you are coming from a great university that has footprints, that has people who have already laid the way for you. Dear graduates, as I think about your success story, I remember my story here in the university. It is a university where you must work hard, you must be brilliant, and you must be skillful and talented. I remember the days when I used to live in Old Menengai 3, and my first class would be in Art Zone 39. The next is in Science Complex, and you only have 30 minutes in between. So it needed great minds and great people and hardworking people. And that is why when you graduate from Kenyatta University, you are sure bet that your employer and the employer will be sure that he has got a great employee. When I look at you, I remember the beauty of Kenyatta University from the streets like Cassandra, which is the infamous street. I know anyone who has graduated from Kenyatta University and doesn't know Cassandra, probably he needs to question himself first. So I'm glad and happy that you guys are graduating here, and I recognize and salute the various stakeholders who stood by you, supported you, and cheered you on as you made every step of your academic journey. You've worked closely with your university fraternity, the administration, lecturers, and essential staff to get where you are today. Join me in commending each one of them for doing their best in steering you to this fulfilling end. In the same breath, I appreciate sponsors and partner research and learning institutions, industries and firms, as well as the embassies of China, France, Germany, among others, for provision of scholarships, grants, fellowships, and other forms of support. Ladies and gentlemen, you've seen how important degrees have become in modern day Kenya's election cycle. The length at which people have gone to either acquire or prove that they did go through university. So I am proud of you that today you will be walking here as a graduate or as a graduate of Kenyatta University. Remember to take a selfie. It's become very important. And keep that booklet. Don't lose it. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenyatta University Alumni Database, which I am the publicity secretary for the Alumni Board, the database has over time grown to a membership of over 10,000. This is a low number. We desire to grow this number to enable us make great impact in supporting our alma mater. I wish to point out that this Alumni Association offers its membership a platform to forge a common front in being ambassadors of Kenyatta University, working together. Through various initiatives, its members have been able to pitch the core values of the universities as they serve and give back to the society. It also provides an opportunity for wider and stronger professional and academic networking. I therefore call upon potential members who are today's graduates that I'm looking at today, and those who graduated in earlier years and who have not joined, to enroll for membership at the earliest opportunity. Why am I telling you to join this? Because the alumni of Kenyatta University are respected members of the society. Some are holders of high-level government offices, cabinet secretaries, as I had mentioned earlier, non-governmental institutions, including Bretton Woods institutions like the IMF, World Bank, and the United Nations, just to mention a few. So when you join, you are joining a pool that is very viable for networking. So how can you join the Kenyatta University Alumni Association? This can be done through the link available on our alumni page on the Kenyatta University website. So you just need to go to the website and look for the link of the alumni page and you are in. You can also walk to our complex. There is an alumni complex here. I know most of you know it. You can walk there. We have able people there and they can help you enroll and become a member of the Kenyatta University Alumni Association. The KU alumni, under the stewardship of Kenyatta University Alumni Interim Board, have been at the forefront in supporting the university in the delivery of its core mandate through various initiatives. There is, however, need for continued, renewed, and heightened support in among other areas, such as research funding, promotion of joint community welfare projects, university infrastructure development and facility improvement, excellence awards, scholarships, students mentorships, industrial attachment, and job placement opportunities. I urge alumni to sustain and increase their support to the university in the aforementioned areas as well as in the new initiatives. So we welcome you all to join after this and through our online platform. As I conclude, I call upon all the graduates to embrace and live up to the values of true patriotism and stand out as the voice of reason as we exercise our civic duty during the upcoming elections. We all need to be united, to be a united and prosperous Kenya. Each one of us must stand to be counted. Once again, I congratulate the graduates for having attained this milestone and appreciate you all. Ladies and gentlemen, for attending today's graduation. Thank you for your kind attention and may God bless you.
Thank you, our alumnus, Mr. Enoch Sikoria. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I now wish to invite the Acting Vice Chancellor, Professor Washeke Wajohi, to address the congregation.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, before I give my speech, I would like to acknowledge people who are here with us. We have General Robert K. Kibochi, Chief of Defense Forces. We have Ambassador Simon Nabukwesi, the Principal Secretary, State Department for University Education and Research, Ambassador Professor Judith Bahemuka, Chancellor, University of Eldoret, Professor Crispus Kiamba, Chairman of the 12th Kenyatta University Council, Ms. Jane Wamoko, Member of Council, 12th Kenyatta University Council, Mr. Andrew Nyanchoga, Member of the 12th Kenyatta University Council, Major General Retired Bashir Yusuf Haji, Member of the 12th Kenyatta University Council, Her Excellency Ms. Kapampa Joyce Kasosa, the High Commissioner, Zambian High Commission in Kenya, His Excellency Mr. Dapte Bediako Asare, High Commissioner of the Republic of Ghana to the Republic of Kenya, Dr. Victory Janja, First Secretary Multilateral Affairs and Head Consular Affairs, Nigerian High Commission, His Excellency Mr. Andrew Kuor, Deputy Head of Mission, South Sudan, Embassy in Kenya, Professor Mumo Kisau, the former Vice Chancellor, Scots Christian University, Ms. Raila A. Ali, the Vice Chairman, Teachers Service Commission, Beatrice Musnyiva, representing the Chief of Parties, Young African Leadership Initiative, Leadership Center, Regional Leadership Center for East Africa, Professor James Kongo, the Acting Principal, Mama Ngina University College, Dr. Julius Olayo, Director, Human Resource and Development, Teacher Service Commission, and Mr. Enoch Sikoria, the alumni speaker. We have Mr. Bida Kebochi, Evangelist Teresia Wairimo, Mr. Jomo Pratt, Ms. Nyokabi Sadia Platt, Ms. Wangoi Karanja, and Mr. Victor Pratt, and Mr. and Mrs. Musharia. And we have also Mr. Luke Wanjohi and Dr. Faith Nyawera. So to those guests, we want to say you're most welcome to our ceremony today. Allow me, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chancellor, to now read my speech. Chancellor, Kenyatta University, Dr. Benson I. WAIREGI, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Education, Professor George Magoha, represented by Ambassador Simon Nabukwesi, Principal Secretary, State Department for University Education and Research, Chairman, Kenyatta University Council, Professor Crispus Maka Ukiamba, Chancellors from other universities present, members of the Kenyatta University Council, Chairpersons of the councils from other universities, Vice Chancellors from other universities, today's honorary degree recipient, Mrs. Christina Wamboi Kenyatta Platt, the guest alumni speaker, Mr. Enoch Sikoria, members of University Senate, staff, students of Kenyatta University, parents, guardians, our graduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I wish to welcome you to the Kenyatta University 51st graduation ceremony. The entire Kenyatta University fraternity is gathered here today in this graduation square to celebrate the achievements of our graduates. And so, Mr. Chancellor, let me take this very opportunity to congratulate our graduates for a job well done during a very, very challenging time. Congratulations, our graduates. It's a very exciting moment when we commission our graduates to go out and conquer the world after a long journey of pursuing knowledge. It is also in this occasion that we also appreciate the sacrifice and the support the guardians and the parents have given to the graduates, and also the mentoring and the coachship and the support that they have received from the faculty and the entire Kenyatta University community. Today's occasion, ladies and gentlemen, is even more exciting when we note that it's the first graduation ceremony that we are holding physically since the COVID-19 pandemic. We have, for the last 3 graduations, held them virtually, and today we are here full house, and it's a clear demonstration of our resilience. Mr. Chancellor, sir, ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate the 51st graduation ceremony of Kenyatta University, I'm very pleased to report to you that a total of 4,690 graduates satisfied both the internal and external examiners and the University Senate for the conferment of the various degrees and awards of varied diplomas and certificates. Today we are graduating 67 doctorates, 434 masters, 40 postgraduate diplomas, 3,846 bachelors, 251 diplomas, and 52 certificates. Mr. Chancellor, sir, due to a combination of many factors, among them a drop in the student numbers, especially those in self-sponsored programs, reduced capitation from the Treasury and the COVID-19 pandemic, our financial portfolio continues to be impacted negatively. But I wish to thank our members of staff who have remained very resilient and supportive, and we look forward to continued support by the ministry. Despite all these challenges, Mr. Vice Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, our students have continued to shine in various competitions, locally and abroad. For example, in February 2022, 6 students and 2 faculty mentors from the School of Engineering, Department of Computer, Information and Technology won the grand prize in Innovation Track and second prize in the Crowd Track at the regional final competition of the 6th annual Huawei ICT competition that attracted 3,000 students in Kenya and over 15,000 in 16 countries in sub-Saharan Africa. The 6 qualified for the global final, which took place in China at the Huawei headquarters in China, and emerged winners. We were also able to successfully, Mr. Chancellor, sir, host the 10th Federation of Africa University Games last month, and they were graced by Her Excellency, the First Lady, Margaret Kenyatta. As a host university for the Games, we demonstrated the support we accord our students to participate in key sporting activities to expend their energy competitively, creatively, and constructively. Further, the university continues to ensure sustained research activities through several multidisciplinary and multi-sectoral collaborative initiatives. We have received as large grants and one of those grants is the USAID-funded program on health, equity, and resource optimization, that is USAID HELO, that focuses on improving evidence generation, health financing, social protection systems for better health outcomes in line with the Kenya Vision 2030 and the Big Four agenda. The International Research Center project on building gender-responsive, climate-resilience communities and opportunities for blue economy empowerment and COVID resilience for fishermen in Kenya, in short, Big Bet. The USAID Kenya also funded Kenyatta University-led consortium on health sector financing, that is specifically on health financing analytics and social projection systems for health. On the 14th of this month, Mr. Chancellor, sir, the German Agents for International Cooperation and 5 industry partners from Germany donated equipment worth Kenya shillings 40 million to support the biomedical engineering program in the university at the School of Engineering. The equipment included anesthetic machines, dialysis machines, high-end ultrasound unit, hematology analyzers, and assorted calibration equipment and instrumentation, among others. In this regard, on matters of staff, Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, Mr. Chancellor, sir, we have been able to fully settle the matter of the 2017-2021 national CBA, the new salary scales, as well as annual increments to the cent with the effect from the end of last month. I take this opportunity to thank all the members of staff most sincerely for remaining calm and working hard despite the odds. The industrial peace that we have maintained has enabled this university to continue with its activities. Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me to take this chance to thank you, the University Council, the Senate, the staff unions, KUSA, all members of staff, our partners, and everyone present for your continued support. We do not take it for granted. And now back to our graduates, Mr. Chancellor, sir, I want, on my own behalf and on behalf of the entire Kenyatta University fraternity, wish you all the best and in all that you do in your future endeavors. As we near the general elections to be held early next month, let us all seek to maintain peace. And with that, I want to say God bless you, God bless Kenyatta University, God bless Kenya. I now wish to invite the chairman of the 12th Kenyatta University Council to come and make his speech, Professor Crispus Kiamba.
The Chancellor, Kenyatta University, Dr. BENSON WAIREGI, the Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Education, Professor George Magoha, represented here today by Ambassador Simon Nabukwesi, Principal Secretary, State Department for Education and Research. Members of Kenyatta University Council, chancellors from other universities who are present here today, the host, Acting Vice Chancellor, Professor Washeke Wajohi, chairpersons of councils from other universities who are here today, vice chancellors from other universities also here today, the guest alumni speaker who has spoken a while ago, Mr. Enoch Sikolia, members of the University Senate, staff and students of Kenyatta University, parents and guardians, graduates, who are the reason we are here today, distinguished guests, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and pleasure to lead the newly appointed 12th Council of this great institution in joining the Kenyatta University community on this auspicious occasion as we joyfully commission these graduates into the future. Indeed, it was just last year in December that the congregation was streamed live from the amphitheater as the university celebrated the 50th graduation ceremony that crowned over 5,000 students. At that time, you had only 2 graduates attending the ceremony physically. Unlike today, when all the graduating students, at least those who could make it to this ceremony today, you relied on technology to aid in teaching, most of them together with their guardians and parents. However, today we congregate here to join you graduates. As I said, you are the reason why we are here in celebrating this important milestone in your lives. We are proud that the council then supported the university management in setting up structures that have made you complete your studies and stand here today to be honored. A graduation means many things to many different people, indeed within the university. For you graduates, it means the end of a certain type of life and attainment of certain milestones. For us as a university council, it is a scorecard, some kind of report that gives positive feedback to show that our efforts to provide the oil that operationalizes university programs have been successful. It means that the structures that the university management puts forth to ensure that the students go through their rigorous training and research are favorable. It further means that the policy is set to guide these processes of transfer of knowledge have yielded the desired fruits. So as we present you today, graduates, to the world and to the labor markets, we do so with much pride, not just because you have done a good job, which you have done, but also because the university organs have provided a fertile ground for you to excel. I thank most sincerely the government of Kenya, which is represented here, as has been indicated earlier, by the representative of the Cabinet Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Ambassador Abukwesi, who is the Principal Secretary responsible for higher education and research. And we are thanking the government for unwavering support it has accorded this university, its council, in its operations to ensure that the different wheels and cogs of the university are functioning well for the benefit of the students, as evidenced by this graduation. If there is anything we have learned from the COVID-19 pandemic, which still continues to be with us, ladies and gentlemen, it is that there is a greater and urgent need for universities to diversify their streams of revenue or income to meet their financial challenges, which is not just a problem for this country, but an emerging challenge the world over. These financial challenges have been occasioned by the increased cost of operations. And here is one of the areas we need to reflect and find long-lasting solutions. For example, we need to reevaluate the cost of training a student from the time of admission to the time of graduation and put appropriate price for it. How much does a student require to graduate? And how can we lower this cost without compromising the quality of the training? These are tough questions. Indeed, today is tough. These questions may not have immediate answers, but we cannot shy away from asking them and finding ways of responding to them satisfactorily. Our financial architecture must be grounded in such a way that it sufficiently and sustainably meets and addresses training and research needs without compromising quality. In this regard, I invite all partners, well-wishers, and people of goodwill to join hands with us as we seek to secure the financial sustainability of this great university. As a council, we will support the university management, which we are expected to do in setting up infrastructure, including deploying technology and other recognized techniques that will help bring down the cost of operations. We will be at the forefront in championing and setting up policies that the university. Just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Policies that help the university streamline its operations and enhance productivity. However, that is not to say that we will scale down on human resource. Far from it, we will continue supporting the university management in identifying and hiring the most competitive and productive human resource that will be required to help streamline its operations. As a council, we welcome and support the restructuring strategies that the university management has put in place since 2018. I hasten to add that these strategies are not meant to be punitive to anybody. Rather, they are meant to ensure efficiency while remaining focused on quality and cost effectiveness in delivery of the services that the university is expected to do, and do it in the best way possible. As I conclude, may I once more congratulate you graduates for having reached this point in your academic life. Graduation is a time of celebration, and I join you in sharing this joy. Indeed, all other members of the University Council do likewise. As you move on, we wish you prosperity in all your constructive endeavors. Be our ambassadors to the world, and at all times uphold the integrity of the name Kenyatta University. It is now my pleasure to welcome the representative of the Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Education, Professor George Magoha, to address this congregation. Ambassador Nabukwesi, please address the congregation. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
The Chancellor, Kenyatta University, Dr. BENSON WAIREGI, the Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces, General Dr. Robert Kibochi, the Chair of the Kenyatta University Council, Professor Crispus Kiamba, members of the Council of Kenyatta University, Dr. Christina Pratt and her family and friends. I also wish to recognize Professor Ambassador Judith Bahemuka, chancellors from other universities present, members of the Kenyatta University Management Board, the chief guest speaker, Mr. Paul Rush de Russo, the host, Vice Chancellor, Professor Washeke Wanjohi, chairpersons of councils from other universities, vice chancellors from other universities, the guest alumni speaker, Mr. Enoch Sikolia, members of the University Senate, staff and students of Kenyatta University, parents and guardians, graduates, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Before I read the Cabinet Secretary's speech, I want to make a few remarks. First, to thank this great university for being the pride of our nation because of the quality of its products. Sikolia talked about a lot of products doing a good job for the government. And I know there are others in business as well who are doing very well. And we feel proud of the products of this university. Number two, I wish to express our gratitude from the ministry to the university for identifying Dr. Christina Wamboi Kenyatta Pratt for the special recognition, which is, I want to believe, very well deserved because of the care she extended to people with a disability. When people with a disability are given an opportunity They do a lot of things. They make progress. They achieve very high standards of education, and they contribute to national development. We saw those who were here entertaining us. The singing was superb because Kenyatta University provided an opportunity. When we were students here, we had Kagame himself who was here, was a year ahead of me, together with Mary Atieno. And they have contributed very strongly to gospel music in our country. I also want to encourage the alumni to clearly identify with their university. Humans love to belong. And when you belong properly, you do what can impact on other lives. I've been to universities where members of the alumni seek special recognition by supporting infrastructural development of the university, by assisting to maintain infrastructure in the university, and by even buying equipment for laboratories and workshops for the university so that they get special recognition, so that an avenue in the university, a road in the university, a building in the university is named after those who exceedingly support the university. I also want to assure the university of our support from the ministry so that you keep doing what this university is known for, to continue making this university the pride of the nation. I want to thank those who entertained the university. And it reminds us of the great artists like Francis Imbuga, like David Mulwa, and so on, who always made this university to be an interesting place to be. And I want to make a very special recognition of the lecturers and students and former students of this university who visited Dr. David Mulwa to celebrate with him the work that he did in this university to contribute to art. If we make that the character of this university, then we shall make the happiness index of this university better, and we create a much far better university than even the way it is now. For now, my rating about the happiness index is very good. Please keep it up. I graduated from this university, I think, 33 years ago. And the people we graduated with, of course, we were not as many as you are now, are all over, and we know each other, we communicate with each other, and we would like to come back as a cohort so that we celebrate the university that made us. I wish to encourage the graduates today to also form a group and come back. Those who graduated in 1990, who have the highest number of senior officers in government, came back here, I think, 3 years ago to celebrate the university that made them. And I want to encourage that to be our identity as our university. With those few remarks, I want to read the Cabinet Secretary's speech. He should have been here, but he's in another event that he could not avoid. I'm honored to be part of this 51st graduation ceremony of Kenyatta University, and particularly to celebrate the achievement of these great graduates. I thank the lecturers, the staff, parents, and guardians whose efforts have made this day a reality. On behalf of the Ministry of Education and the entire government, allow me to congratulate you graduates for your incessant dedication, for you will today be crowned as winners. Even as we usher you to the next steps in your lives, it's not lost on us that you will encounter challenges. I want to encourage you that the best way not to feel unaccomplished is to get up and do something. Do not wait for good things to happen to you, because successful people rarely sit back and let things happen to them. As Aristotle said, and I quote, "Human fulfillment is achieved through work, both physical and mental, not by resting." End of the quote. Always remember that the greatest pleasure in life is in doing what people say you cannot do. In line with the theme of the 51st graduation, repositioning research and education beyond COVID-19 pandemic, I want to specifically thank Kenyatta University for continued compliance with laid down procedures, in particular the adoption of the present day technology in administering virtual classes to ensure continuity in learning despite the COVID-19 pandemic. I am aware that the pandemic did not only disrupt your examinations, but also the overall university calendar. However, I note with appreciation that by September 2022, Kenyatta University will have reclaimed its normal calendar. I urge Kenyatta University to continue carrying out necessary adjustments in its training programs to equip graduates, both pre-service and in-service, with the competencies that will enable them to effectively handle the tasks associated with the progressive implementation of the competency-based curriculum, CBC, in schools. Ladies and gentlemen, I take this opportunity to appeal for confidence among those who are graduating today, that KU is up to it, for they have provided leadership in the national dialogue and implementation of the CBC since its inception. Dear graduates, I challenge those who would wish to further their education to take advantage of the financial assistance, whether in needs-based scholarships or loans, available through the Higher Education Loans Board as an intervention of equity promotion in line with Sustainable Development Goal number 4. In addition, the government of Kenya has established the necessary state agencies such as the National Commission for Science, Technology and Innovation, the Commission for University Education, the Kenya National Innovation Agency, and the National Research Fund to prioritize research, ensure the quality of education in higher education, nurture technology and innovation, and fund research, respectively. I note that through competitive proposals, Kenyatta University has benefited and continue to benefit from the National Research Fund. I urge the university fraternity to step up their efforts in research and innovation so that they come up with projects in priority areas regarding the development agenda of the government as outlined in the Kenya Vision 2030, the Big Four agenda, among other national policy documents. As you graduate on this 22nd day of July 2022, remember the words of Samuel Johnson, and I quote, "If your determination is fixed, I do not counsel you to despair. Few things are impossible with diligence and skill. Great works are performed not by strength, but by perseverance." End of the quotation. Dear graduates, nobody trips over mountains. It is the small pebble that causes you to stumble. Pass all the pebbles in your path, and you will find you have crossed the mountain. The mind does not create what it perceives any more than the eye creates the nose. As I conclude, please note that nothing is more common than unsuccessful people with talent. You have the opportunity to do your part to help create a better future for your family, a better future for your community, a better future for your nation, and for humanity across the world. May God bless you all. I have the honor and the privilege to invite the Chancellor of Kenyatta University to address the congregation. You're welcome, sir.
The Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Education, Professor George Magoha, represented by Ambassador Simon Nabikwesi, Principal Secretary, State Department for University Education and Research, the Chairman of Kenyatta University Council, Professor Crispus Makau Kemba, members of Kenyatta University Council, chancellors from other universities, the host, acting Vice Chancellor, Professor Washeke Wanjoye, chairpersons of councils from other universities present, vice chancellors from other universities present, the guest alumni speaker, Mr. Enoch Sikolia, members of the University Senate, staff and students of Kenyatta University, parents and guardians, graduates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On this 51st graduation ceremony, I wish to extend my warm greetings to all the graduates and their parents. As Chancellor of this prominent university, I am proud of what we have collectively achieved amidst COVID-19 pandemic. And I want to congratulate all the graduates, including our honorary graduate, Dr. Christina Wambui Pratt. Congratulations, all of you. Dear graduates, your graduation today marks an important milestone in your courageous resolve to chart your destiny. It is the beginning of a long and challenging journey into the future. Your achievements during the time you have studied at Kenyatta University have been made possible by your hard work and determination to make the necessary sacrifices, not only for your own success, but also for your family and country. Graduation means that you are prepared to apply what you have learned in other aspects of life. It is the start of new beginnings for all of you. We live at a time when many changes are taking place in the world. Changes occasioned by the expanding digital space and the COVID-19 pandemic impact on employment and employability. The workplace is no longer what we knew. We must change our outlook in tandem with what the new normal demands. To bring out the best in every student is the ultimate purpose of education, and this is a timeless goal. It has not changed over the years. However, education also prepares us for the future. Consequently, our perspectives and priorities ought to shift to reflect the changes in our society as Kenya and the rest of the world evolves. I am confident that the education you have received at Kenyatta University will enable you to face the challenges of a shrinking, globalizing, and ever-changing world. Education makes you see the value of knowing how to do things for yourself and others. In other words, self-reliance. The 21st century is not about what you know, but what you can do with what you know. Possibilities are greater today than ever before. At no previous time were the possibilities as great as now for character combined with ability to reach higher ranks on the ladder of achievement. Society has invested heavily in you. It is now your responsibility to show that you are someone that appreciates blessings and is willing to repay them. A university cannot furnish you with wits. It can only sharpen them, and your wits have been sharpened at Kenyatta University. If you are to become high-minded people, your training here should more speedily push you forward and upward. The power has become yours to be used for the good of society. But graduation also comes with responsibilities. You ought to use the knowledge you have gained at Kenyatta University to build a better society and a stronger economy. You must gear yourselves in all sectors. You must all be inspired to work harder and engage in research endeavors that will enhance production of the national wealth in order to help us realize Kenya Vision 2030. You are graduating today because you have shown true determination in your desire to excel. Your diligence should not end with this graduation. The need to upgrade your knowledge and skills should, in tandem with the ever-changing societal needs. Hence, your skills must be at par with the pace of research, scientific, and technological advancement. Indeed, the need to learn, unlearn, and relearn is critical as our country develops. Therefore, I encourage you to continue pursuing knowledge and excellence in your respective fields of study to be the best that you can be. In pursuing professional success, do not forget those around you. Be empathetic and sensitive to the needs of the less advantaged in your community. It is heartening to note that our various alumni stand out in exemplifying the spirit of giving back to the community. As Kenya continues to work towards attaining Vision 2030, the diversity of talents you nurture will be your valuable assets. The passion for learning and for discovering new things will be the basis for promoting an innovative mindset so that you can stay relevant and competitive in the global arena. At the same time, the values inculcated by your parents, family, and community will help you to stay firmly grounded. I therefore encourage you to build on your strengths and to achieve all-round excellence. As we head towards the general elections on the 9th of August, I urge you, as all the previous speakers have done, to conduct ourselves peacefully as we work towards deepening and sustaining our democratic ideals. At the end of the day, it is a country that will win if we remain united and peaceful. Let me end by once again by congratulating all the graduates and thanking the University Council, management and Senate, teaching and non-teaching staff, all partners and stakeholders for their collective efforts in driving the university's mission and vision despite the many challenges that you have encountered along the way. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in accordance with the Kenyatta University Charter 2013, Section 8A and B, the university is authorized by Statute 47, Paragraph 22, Section 1 and 2, to confer doctorate, master's and bachelor's degrees, and award diplomas and certificates in programs approved by Senate.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me to request all the graduates to be ready for the conferment of various degrees and award of diplomas and certificates of Kenyatta University. The candidates who will be presented to you completed their programs in the 2021/2022 academic year as prescribed by the statutes of Kenyatta University. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I now call upon the deans of schools to present candidates for the conferment of doctorate degrees in the order indicated in the graduation program.
School of Agriculture and Enterprise Development. Will the graduates who will be receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the School of Agriculture and Enterprise Development move forward in the order in which I will call out their names. Gigi Obadia Hinga, Doctor of Philosophy in Agricultural Economics. Supervisors, Dr. Ibrahim Mashari Ndegwa, Dr. Eric Kiprotich Bet. Award Charles, Doctor of Philosophy in Agricultural Economics. Supervisors, Dr. Eric Kiprotich Bet, Dr. Gabriel M. Wenjeri. Wafula Geoffrey Ongoya, Doctor of Philosophy in Plant Pathology. Supervisors, Professor Wesheke Wanjohi, Professor Joseph Gwei, and Dr. Ruth Kahuthia Gadu. Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my honor to present the candidates for the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Kenyatta University.
School of Business. Will the graduates who will be receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the School of Business move forward in the order in which I will call out their names? Kiringa Simiu Edward, Doctor of Philosophy in Finance. Supervisors, Dr. Frederick Dende and Dr. Agan Wekesa. Madina Ruth Wanjiro, Doctor of Philosophy in Finance. Supervisors, Dr. Ambrose Jagongo and Dr. Lucy Wamugo. Njuguna Elijah Nganga, Doctor of Philosophy in Human Resource Management. Supervisors, Dr. Jedida Muli and Dr. Lawrence Onaina. Wamai Muiga John, Doctor of Philosophy in Management Information Systems. Supervisors, Dr. Rosemary James and Dr. Joshua Tumuti. Awino Philip Ouma, Doctor of Philosophy in Strategic Management. Supervisors, Dr. James Kilika and Dr. Stephen Muade. Kinywa Jeremiah Kamau, Doctor of Philosophy in Strategic Management. Supervisors, Dr. Ann Moshemi and Dr. David Kiiru. Mudhoka Richard Kioko, Doctor of Philosophy in Strategic Management. Supervisors, Dr. James Kilika and Dr. Stephen Muade. Ngugi Rahab Wanjiro, Ngugi Rahab Wanjiko, Doctor of Philosophy in Strategic Management. Supervisors, Dr. Ann Mushemi and Dr. Samuel Maina. Odwor Beatrice Alwoch, Doctor of Philosophy in Strategic Management. Supervisors, Dr. James Kilika and Dr. Ann Mushemi. Ouma Paul, Doctor of Philosophy in Strategic Management. Supervisors, Dr. Godfrey Kinywa and Dr. Ann Mushemi. Gitonga Patrick Kirimi, Doctor of Philosophy in Marketing. Supervisors, Dr. Ruben Juguna and Professor John Kuria Duo. Ouma Frederick Akongo, Doctor of Philosophy in Project Management. Supervisors, Dr. Paul Sang and Dr. Franklin Keynote. Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my honor to present the candidate for the award of the Doctor of Philosophy of Kenyatta University.
School of Education. Will the graduates who will be receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the School of Education move forward in the order in which I will call out their names? Mwendwa Cosmas Mutua. Doctor of Philosophy in Philosophy of Education. Supervisors are Dr. Jackton Ogeno and Dr. Francis Murira. Oliwa Brenda, Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Psychology. The supervisors are Dr. Doi Mugambi and Dr. Jotham Dinga. Mogaka Mora Sakina, Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Psychology. Supervisors are Dr. Crispus Wawire and Dr. Doin Mugambi. Njoroge James Juguna, Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Psychology. Supervisors, Dr. Crispus. Supervisors, Dr. Crispus Wawire and Dr. Edward Kigen. Wambua Richard Mivi. Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Psychology. Supervisors, Dr. Peter Maura and Dr. Jotham Dinga. Ngeno Beatrice Chebet, Doctor of Philosophy in Early Childhood Education. Supervisors, Dr. Teresa Moma and Dr. Mweru Murin. Ajay Stephen Akunde, Doctor of Philosophy in Information. Doctor of Philosophy in Information Science. Supervisors Dr. Peter Omai and Dr. Daniel Wambiri Mudhe. Kiambati Frida Gatwiri, Doctor of Philosophy in Information Science. Supervisors Dr. Catherine Mutwiri and Dr. Rose Njoroge. Janet Auma Ojwang, Doctor of Philosophy in Sociology of Education and Policy Studies. Supervisors Professor Daniel Namusonge Sifuna and Dr. Violet Wawire. Janet Auma Ajwang, Doctor of Philosophy in Sociology of Education and Policy Studies. Supervisors Professor Daniel Namusonge Sifuna and Dr. Violet Wawire. Adai Tafa Prince, posthumously, Doctor of Philosophy in Physical Education. Supervisors the late Professor Danje Mwisuha and Dr. Mary Were Nasibi. Scholia Crispus Kalabai, Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Communication Technology, Language Education. Supervisors Dr. Florence Miima and Professor Samson Odigi. Ibrahim Adan Hussein, Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Management. Supervisors Dr. Peter Nyaga Muchanje and Dr. Helen Guantai. Jogu Irene Nyambura, Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Management. Supervisors Dr. George Onyango and Professor Grace Bunyi. Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my honor to present the candidates for the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Kenyatta University.
The School of Environmental Studies. Will the graduates who will be receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the School of Environmental Studies move forward in the order in which I'll call out their names? Kathuku George Njaki, Doctor of Philosophy in Environmental Studies, Environmental Education. Ireri Philip Murithi, Doctor of Philosophy in Environmental Studies, Environmental and Community Development. Supervisors, Professor James B. Kungu and Dr. Joseph K. Murithi. Kitheka Mutua, Doctor of Philosophy in Environmental Studies, Environmental and Community Development. Supervisors, Dr. Samuel Ochola and Dr. Joseph K. Murithi, Dr. Eric Bate. Ngare Innocent Osoro, Doctor of Philosophy in Environmental Studies, Sustainable Urban Development. Supervisors, Dr. James Koske and Dr. John Muriuki. Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my honor to present the candidate for the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Kenyatta University.
School of Humanities and Social Sciences. Will the graduates who will be receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the School of Humanities and Social Sciences move forward in the order in which I'll call out their names? Jackie Charles Munene, Doctor of Philosophy in Public Policy and Management. Supervisors, Dr. Wilson Muna and Dr. Jane Njoroge. Kanwa Olivia, Doctor of Philosophy in Kiswahili Literature. Supervisors, Professor Catherine Ndunko, Dr. Richard Wafula. Magati Charles Nyanduru, Kiswahili, Doctor of Philosophy in Kiswahili Literature. Supervisors, Dr. Richard M. Wafula and Dr. Miriam K. Osore. Mwendo Lydia Kanini, Doctor of Philosophy in History. Supervisors, Dr. Edwin Kimode and Dr. Kakai Wanyonyi. Shege Anthony, Doctor of Philosophy in Counseling Psychology. Supervisors, Dr. Beatrice Kadhungu and Dr. Mshiri Kareka. Kimodho Susan Kagendo, Doctor of Philosophy in Counseling Psychology. Supervisors, Dr. Christine Wasanga, Dr. Meresia Sirera. Binto Hubert, Doctor of Philosophy in Counseling Psychology. Supervisors, Dr. Beatrice Kadhungu, Dr. Christine Wasanga. Mtiso Mary, Doctor of Philosophy in Urban and Regional Planning. Supervisors, Dr. Calvin Kai, Dr. Mary Kinyanjui. Mumo Mary Namkoko, Doctor of Philosophy in Religious Studies. Supervisors, Dr. Josephine Gitome, Dr. Ruth Mudei. Abdulkadir Yasmin Sharif, Doctor of Philosophy in Public Policy and Management. Supervisors, Dr. Jane G. Njoroge, and Dr. Muna Wilson Kamau. Kimolo Benjamin Kaviku, Doctor of Philosophy in Public Policy and Management. Supervisors, Dr. Jane Njoroge and Professor David Mincha. Ruto Andrew Kimtai, Public Policy, Doctor of Philosophy in Public Policy and Management. Supervisors, Professor David Mincha and Dr. George Kosimbei. Kwena Faulata Tabitha, Doctor of Philosophy in Gender and Development Studies. Supervisors, the late Dr. Mildred Lodiaga and Dr. Grace Okongo and Professor Joash Alwoch. Onyango Acheng Janet, Doctor of Philosophy in Linguistics. Supervisors, Dr. Henry Nandelenga and Dr. Emily Okutu. Kadhuri James Ndwiga, Doctor of Philosophy in Economic Geography. Supervisors, Professor Leonard Kisovi and Professor Joy Obando. Mr. Chancellor, sir, it's now my honor to present the candidates for the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Kenyatta University.
School of Medicine. Will the graduates who will be receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the School of Medicine move forward in the order in which I will call out their names? Mutuko Onesmus Muya, Doctor of Philosophy in Clinical Histocytopathology. Supervisors, Dr. Scholastica Madenge, Professor Mutinda C. Kiama, and Dr. Washuka Njoroge. Ambala Peris Auma, Doctor of Philosophy in Medical Virology. Supervisors, Dr. George Gashara, Dr. Nelson Menza, and Dr. Joseph Kamau. Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my honor to present the candidates for the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Kenyatta University.
School of Public Health and Applied Human Sciences. Will the graduates who will be receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the School of Public Health and Applied Human Sciences move forward in the order in which I'll call out their names? Kikomeko Peterson Kato, Doctor of Philosophy in Food, Nutrition, and Dietetics. Supervisors, Professor Sophie Ochola, Dr. Irene Ogada, and Dr. Achileo N. Kaya. Olwendo Amos Otieno, Doctor of Philosophy in Health Information Management. Supervisors, Dr. George Ochieng Otieno and Dr. Kenneth Rucha. Abdirahman Abdallah, Doctor of Philosophy in Epidemiology and Disease Control. Supervisors, Professor Evantas W. Kabiru and Professor Tom Were. Ngigi Charles Kiragu, Doctor of Philosophy in Epidemiology and Disease Control. Supervisors, Dr. Chastas O.S. Osero and Professor Anthony K. Wanyoro. Wanchiku Agnes Mandu, Doctor of Philosophy in Exercise and Sports Science. Supervisors, Dr. Festus Kiplamai, late Professor Andanche Mwishuka, and Dr. Luca Waigancho. Mwenda Penina Wanchiku, Doctor of Philosophy in Physical Education. Supervisors, Professor Elijah R. Gitonga and the late Professor Andaje Mwishuka. Mencha Eunice Wamuyu, Doctor of Philosophy in Community Resource Management. Supervisors, Dr. Lucy Kathuri Ogora, Dr. Joan Kabaria Muridi, and Dr. Taren Swindle. Machwa Philemon Omondi, Doctor of Philosophy in Environmental Health. Supervisors, Professor Margaret Keraka and Professor Sophie Ochola. Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my honor to present the candidates for the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Kenyatta University.
School of Pure and Applied Sciences, will the graduates who will be receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the School of Pure and Applied Sciences move forward in the order in which I will call out their names. Gitonga Godfrey Mutuma, Doctor of Philosophy in Medical Biochemistry. Supervisors, Professor Joseph N. Gelanwa, Professor Alex Machocho, Professor Silas Kiloki. Gitonga Siriaka Mudhoni, Doctor of Philosophy in Immunology. Supervisors, Professor Michael Gicheru, Dr. Joshua Mutiso. Kago Elizabeth, Doctor of Philosophy in Microbiology. Supervisors, Professor Paul Okemo, Dr. John Maingi, Dr. Zachary Muremi Kenywa. Nzomo Timothy Kitungu, Doctor of Philosophy in Applied Mathematics. Supervisors, Dr. Kennedy Otieno Awol, Professor Stephen Azinami Adiwale, Dr. Daniel O. Oyo. Okay, Abayomi Samuel, Doctor of Philosophy in Applied Mathematics. Supervisors, Dr. Winfred Duku Mutuku, Dr. Mark Kimathi. Okello John Achola, Doctor of Philosophy in Applied Mathematics. Supervisors, Dr. Winfred Duku Mutuku and Dr. Anselm O. Oyem. Langat Charles Kipkoech, Doctor of Philosophy in Plant Physiology and Biochemistry. Supervisors, Professor Omoyo Obori, Dr. Richard C. Cheriot, and Dr. Moses P.H. Gathara. Marucha Alex Magambe, Doctor of Philosophy in Theoretical Physics. Supervisors, Professor Chandra S. Singh, Dr. Peter K. Kariuki, and Professor John Okumu. Mr. Chancellor, sir, it's now my honor to present the candidates for the award of degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Kenyatta University.
School of Security, Diplomacy, and Peace Studies. Will the graduates who will be receiving the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the School of Security, Diplomacy, and Peace Studies move forward in the order in which I'll call out their names. Odhiambo Onyango Evans, Doctor of Philosophy in International Relations and Diplomacy. Supervisors, Dr. Peter Wafula and Dr. Susan Mwangi. Kimbochi Robert Kariuki, Doctor of Philosophy in Peace and Conflict Management. Supervisors, Professor Lucy Maina and Dr. Felicitas Kenyanjoi. Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is my honor to present the candidates for the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Kenyatta University.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my honor to present to you candidates for the conferment of the various doctorate degrees of Kenyatta University. May all members of academic staff and guests in academic attire rise.
I admit the persons presented to me to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that appertains to this degree.
Congratulations and applause for the new graduates, the new PhD graduates of Kenyatta University. An applause, please. Congratulations, congratulations.
May I now take this opportunity to invite the Chancellor to take a group photograph with the honorary awardee and the PhD graduates. The Chairperson of Council, Kenyatta University, will also be in that photograph.
The new Kenyatta PhD graduates are now taking a photo with the Chancellor, the representative of the Cabinet Secretary, our Vice Chancellor, our honorary degree awarded today, as the Administration Police Band plays some tunes. It's happening now live at Kenyatta University. 67 PhD graduates just awarded at Kenyatta University on our 51st graduation ceremony. Posing for the photo is our Chairman of Council, Professor Kiamba, our honorary degree holder today, Mrs. Pratt, Dr. Pratt now, our Chancellor of the University, Professor BENSON WAIREGI, and our Vice Chancellor, Professor Washeke Wanjohi, with 67 new PhD holders of Kenyatta University. The 51st graduation ceremony of this international university, university of quality, university of research, innovation. We are on the globe, Kenyatta University. They now move to the markets, these new PhD graduates, to move the economy of Kenya and the world. That is the product of Kenyatta University, where product is quality. Our graduates are unique in the market. Our new PhD graduates are going to serve not only in Kenya and beyond. We are beyond the borders of Kenya. Kenyatta University, state-of-art university, state facilities, and good modern, postmodern library, a seedbed of disciplines found at Kenyatta University. We attract all that want to come to university, Kenyatta University, leading from the top, Kenyatta University. Let us appreciate them once again, the 67 graduates, PhD holders. We have not had the families make noise, the students make noise. Let's have the graduates make noise. Give it a big shout as the 67 graduates just taking off the dial. Our new graduates, Madaktari, we request you to take your seats. The photo session is now completed, and we request you to take back your seats. Take your time, march to your seats. You are now Daktari, officially conferred with a PhD degree. Please take your seats.
Taking back to the podium, the main dais, our Chancellor, the PS of Vice Chancellor, Chairman of Council, our honorary degree awarded today just after the photo session. Our PhD holders, 67, just awarded the PhD degree. Please take to your seats. It is your day. Congratulations once again. Make Kenyatta University proud as you get out there. We know you can do it. We are internationally recognized university. Our ushers, please guide our graduates to kindly take their seats so then we could continue with the next conferment. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Celebrate, it is your day. Wave to the other graduates, give them hope. They will one day get there too. Ushers, please, Dr. Babusa, and the team, please guide the graduates to take their seats. These are doctorates and now professors in waiting of Kenyatta University's researchers. They get here because of the research they have conducted. Please, let's take our seats, our new PhD graduates. Our PhD graduates, please take our seats. We congratulate you. Yes, and you've taken the photos. We are live on KU TV and on our social media platform, #KU graduation. Share the photos. Thank you very much, and back to the DVC. Thank you, Administration Policeman.
Thank you. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I now call upon the Deans of Schools to present candidates for the conferment of master's degrees of Kenyatta University in the order indicated in the graduation program. All the graduates who will be receiving their various master's degrees will rise in the order in which the deans will present them and will remain standing without their caps on until requested to sit by their respective deans awaiting the award of the degrees.
School of Agriculture and Enterprise Development. Master of Science, Agronomy, Makari. Master of Science, Integrated Soil Fertility Management, Siwa. Master of Science, Agribusiness Management and Trade, Mango. Master of Science, Crop Protection, Plant Pathology, Nyang'au. Please take your seats.
School of Architecture and the Built Environment, Master of Environmental Planning and Management, Akimana, Chelotich, Omusisi. Please take your seat.
School of Business, Master of Science Finance, Andamu Emongor Kimani, Kirui, Kweyu, Muema, Mudhinga, Nalwenge, Njoroge, Ochola, Odondi, Omoyo, Ondiek, Owalo. Master of Science Marketing, Hale, Onyango. Master of Science Entrepreneurship Development, Dushime, Nakabugo. Master of Business Administration, Finance, Aberi, Adan Khalif, Ado, Bashir, Chebet, Daisy, Dennis, Idungu, Ibrahim, Ireri, Kamodo, Kasabuli, Kiano, Kinudia, Kinywa, Maina, Majimbo, Makor, Mariwa, Masolo, Mohamed, Mokua, Mulwa, Munyalo, Muriuki, Mudhengi, Mudhini, Mutunga, Mwanzi, Mwarangu, Mwendwa, Mwitwa, Ndakalu, Obai, Odero, Ogum, Okuta, Rua, Shipe, Shidiben, Sigei, To, Washira, Wanaina, Waidhira, Wangare. Master of Business Administration, Human Resource Management, Bon, Gasheri, Kalonzia, Kiiru, Kimilu, Kirui, Mugo, Munguti, Nderitu, Neranto, Nginya, Omaera, Rotich, Shikuku, Utuku, Wakoli. Master of Business Administration, Marketing, Chepkwony, Kagola, Chalo, Ongaya. Master of Business Administration, Project Management, Awil, Bet, Dena, Ishmael, Kemboi, Komakech, Mbudia, Muumbi, Mwangi, Ndungu, Njeru, Nzomo, Opondo, Waititu, Wambua, Wanjoi, Wayodi. Master of Business Administration, Management Information System, Chesoli, Karaoke, Leting, Musyoka, Odindo, Wangari, Wanjiro, Wanyoike. Master of Business Administration, Strategic Management, Abdallah, Abdikahikim, Anamanjia, Bet Gilbert, Bet Windrose, Chemgetich, Katama, Kaberi, Kanogu, Kibebe, Kinywa Felista, Kinywa Martin, Kiteme, Kidhure, Lemarimpe, Makelo, Malului, Mbugwa, Mokaya, Mulati, Munyange, Mutiria, Mutiso, Mwachovi, Mwamuye, Mwidhimbu, Ndungi, Ndungu Elijah, Ndungu Grace, Ndungu Teresia, Njiro, Njugu, Nyawira, Odhiambo, Okech, Okwemba, Olumasi, Otieno, Ouma, Pauline, Rono, Singala, Wanjiko, Wanjiro, Wanjogu, Wanyonyi, Zamzam. Master of Business Administration, Entrepreneurship, Kivuitu, Mugure. Master of Business Administration, Procurement and Supply Chain Management, Ndiwa. Please take your seats.
School of Creative Arts, Film and Media Studies, Master of Arts, Film Studies, Osome, Were, Master of Arts, Musical Composition, Ashene, Master of Arts, Fine Arts, Zheng. Please take your seats.
School of Economics, Master of Economics, Kibet. Master of Economics, Policy and Management, Macau, Mwidhiga, Omondi. Master of Economics, Cooperation and Human Development, Adao Lisa, Almasi, Bosire. Master of Economics, Econometrics, Abuga. Master of Economics, Finance, Nalwende. Please take your seats.
School of Education, Master of Education in Educational Communication and Technology, Language Education, Kikech Mwangi. Master of Education, History of Education, Langat. Master of Education, Comparative Education and International Studies, Ivaria. Master of Education, Special Needs Education, Gashie. Lebanon, Muli Okeo. Master of Education, Early Childhood Education, Adahi, Awili, Karanja, Kasai, Mitei, Mutonya, Jihia, Orlando, Rubia. Master of Education, Master of Library and Information Science, Okech and Barasa. Master of Science, Record Management and Archives Administration, Oscar and Samuel. Master of Education, Educational Research, Evaluation and Assessment, Okelo. Master of Education, Sociology of Education and Policy Studies, Gumuta. Master of Education, Educational Psychology, Mudhui and Muyaku. Master of Education, Educational Planning, Ireri and Marende. Master of Education, Curriculum Development, Diege. Master of Education, Economics of Education, Chepkoin and Kimonge. Master of Education, Guidance and Counseling, Oduor. Master of Education, Sociology of Education and Policy Studies, Mungania. Master of Education, Educational Administration, Asuma, Bon, Makoha, Nyakanga, and Wainaina. Please take your seats.
School of Environmental Studies, Master of Environmental Science, Mase. Master of Science, Environmental Education, Ekalo, Mwangi. Master of Environmental Studies, Climate Change and Sustainability, Kagendo, Koech, Murimi, Nagea, Sese, Ogoti. Master of Environmental Studies, Community Development, Dahir, Ngonge. Please take your seat.
School of Hospitality, Tourism and Leisure Studies, a Master of Science, Hospitality Management, Murage, Deche, Juguna, Nyamwaya. Please take your seats.
School of Humanities and Social Sciences, Executive Master of Public Policy and Administration, Bahari, Tanui, Master of Arts, Public Policy and Administration, Abdi, Aguayo, Chelimo, Chepkemoi, Dahiri, Emria, Endeki, Farah, Haiye, Hassan, Helen, Isa, Juma, Kale, Kathiaka, Masengeli, Mbai, Mecha, Mithia, Muhammad, Moses, Moturi, Mudeizi, Muia, Mwadime, Mwangi, Mwihaki, Mwongeli, Nanzi, Nduku, Ngugi, Njaya, Njenga, Njeri, Obwana, Ochola, Omondi, Osman, Ondiek, Otieno, Nombi, Otieno Sam, Otindo, Riungu, Sauli, Theuri, Wamkota, Wandia, Wanja. Master of Arts, Applied Linguistics, Kuhanga. Master of Arts, English and Linguistics, Chelangat, Lore, Naisiae. Master of Arts, Urban and Regional Planning, Mwangi Sifuna. Master of Arts, Morphosyntax, Karen. Master of Arts, Sociology, Chesang Ongugo. Master of Arts, Kiswahili, Aega Kiplimo, Macau, Morocco, Mbithi, Misoi, Moto, Mkuche, Muriuki, Mtuku, Wanjiku. Master of Arts, Economic History, Ireri. Master of Arts, History, Otsuondo. Master of Arts, Counseling Psychology, Mukabi, Muturi, Ongaka. Master of Arts, Gender and Development Studies, Edwina Mugambi Wahungu. Master of Arts, Community Development, Kidome Mboga Mutegi Ngati. Master of Arts of Leadership and Governance, Boynet Mwana. Please take your seats.
In infectious diseases, Bilan, Fadolo, Mwangi, Nyika. Please take your seats.
School of Nursing Sciences, Master of Arts, Oncology in Nursing, Kikonyo, Kungu, Soita. Master of Science in Midwifery and Obstetric Nursing, Kimandi. Master of Science in Mental Health and Psychiatry Nursing, Nyamoro. Please take your seats.
School of Public Health and Applied Human Sciences, Master of Public Health, Epidemiology and Disease Control, Ikiara, Mugo, Murage, Nasil, Tobiko. Master of Science, Health Management, Tarikumburi, Libule. Master of Science, Health Information Management, Kenyenga. Master of Science, Occupational Health and Safety, Koske. Master of Public Health, Reproductive Health, Aroka, Cherangat, Firisha, Kathurima, Kirui, Mogire, Murioki, Musioki, Mudusi, Obaga, Omanyo. Master of Public Health, Monitoring and Evaluation, Ishindu, Kuta, Miliano, Wanjiru. Master of Science, Public Health Systems Management and Application, Ali, Chebet, Gatwiri, Mudhoni, Nachori, Tadicha. Master of Science, Food, Nutrition and Dietetics, Gitari, Kibet, Kigo, Kimani, Kimondo, Kialo, Mulei, Mwansia, Opimbo, Obonyo, Wainaina. Master of Science, Exercise and Sports Science, Kipchumba, Mwangi. Master of Science, Physical Education, Ndiege. Please take your seats.
School of Pure and Applied Sciences, Master of Science, Pure Mathematics, Kende. Master of Science, Applied Mathematics, Kegio, Maidhima, Musioki, Nzenya, Wekesa. Master of Science, Biotechnology, Gati, Mahamat, Munyao. Master of Science, Social Statistics, Lono. Master of Science, Electronics and Instrumentation, Kavita. Master of Science, Microbiology, Asamba, Militi, Mutai, Muturi. Master of Science, Biochemistry, Akimat, Kabuga. Master of Science, Material Science, Skabuga and Zioka. Master of Science, Chemistry, Kageka and Kiplangat. Master of Science, Biochemistry, Wele. Master of Science, Applied Analytical Chemistry, Mlande, Nyangi, Wachila, Wailago. Master of Science, Medical Microbiology, Onyari. Master of Science, Physics, Amuka, Gitahi, Molacha, Wachuri. Master of Science, Integrated Watershed Management, Abdullah. Master of Science, Plant Ecology, Jehu. Master of Science, Applied Medical Entomology, Munyoki. Master of Science, Applied Parasitology, Keshula. Master of Science, Aquatic Ecology, Kuloba. Please take your seats.
School of Security, Diplomacy, and Peace Studies. Master of Arts, Peace and Conflict Management, Ibrahim Muhammad Mukoshi. Master of Arts, International Relations and Diplomacy, Etiang Kandafi, Kaino, Kakaruka, Macheso, Namwamba, Gurui, Nyangeri, Osiemo, Towe, Umal, Wamalwa. Master of Security Management and Police Studies, Karamuta, Katana, Marimi, Bindio, Mukee, Nganga, Nyangwara, Onduya, Sila, Soita, Wachie. Master of Arts in Leadership and Security Management, Bogo, Riga. Master of Science, Security Strategic Studies, Kamberere, Taimuge, Tumbi. Please take your seats.
Will all the graduates who will be conferred with the various master's degrees stand up and put their caps on? Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my honor to present to you candidates for the conferment of the various master's degrees of Kenyatta University. May all members of academic staff and guests in academic attire rise.
I admit the persons presented to me to the various master's degrees of Kenyatta University, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that appertains to these degrees.
Congratulations, 434 master's degrees of Kenyatta University. Relations, please, for the master's graduates.
Thank you. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I now call upon the deans of schools to present candidates for the conferment of bachelor's degrees and award of postgraduate diplomas, and certificates of Kenyatta University in the order indicated in the graduation program. All the graduates who will be receiving the various postgraduate diplomas, certificates, diplomas, and bachelor's degrees will rise in the order in which the deans will present them and will remain standing without their caps on until requested to sit by their respective deans.
School of Education, Postgraduate Diploma in Education, Credit 1, Serial 1 up to Serial 30. And I can't see you. Credit 2, Serial 1 up to Serial 4. Please take your seats.
School of
of Humanities and Social Sciences, Postgraduate Diploma in Addiction Treatment Science, Distinction, Serial 1 and 2, Credit 1, Serial 1 and 2. Please take your seats.
School of Pure and Applied Sciences, Postgraduate Diploma in Forensic Science, Serial 1 and 2. Please take your seats.
School of Business, Certificate in Project Management, Grade 1, Serial 1 to Serial number 14, Grade 2, Serial 1 to Serial number 12. Certificate in Monitoring and Evaluation, Grade 1, Serial 1 to Serial number 3. Please take your seats.
School of Creative Arts, Film and Media Studies, Certificate in Music, Credit 2, Serial number 1, Certificate in Theatre Arts and Film Technology, Credit 1, Serial number 1, Certificate in Film and Theatre Arts, Credit 1, Serial number 1. Please take your seats.
School of Education, Certificate in Early Childhood Development and Education, Credit 1, Serial 1 and Serial 2. Please take your seats.
School of Hospitality, Tourism and Leisure Studies, Certificate in Sports Administration and Management, Credit 1, Serial 1 and 2. Please take your seats.
School of Humanities and Social Sciences, Certificate in Chinese Language and Culture, Distinction, Serial 1 to Serial 8, Credit 1, Serial 1 to Serial 4, Credit 2, Serial 1. Certificate of Proficiency in Chinese Language, Serial 1 to Serial 3. Please take your seats.
School of Business, Diploma in Marketing, Credit 1, Serial 1 to Serial 6, Credit 2, Serial 1 to Serial number 5, next page, Serial 6 to Serial number 15, Pass, Serial 1 to Serial number 5. Diploma in Human Resource Management, Distinction, Serial number 1, Credit 1, Serial 1 to Serial number 6, Credit 2, Serial 1 to Serial 7, Pass, Serial number 1. Diploma in Monitoring and Evaluation, Credit 1, Serial 1 to Serial number 4, Credit 2, Serial 1 to Serial number 7. Diploma in Project Management, Distinction, Serial number 1 and 2, Credit 1, Serial 1 to Serial number 5, Credit 2, Serial 1 to Serial number 12, Pass, Serial 1 and 2. Please take your seats.
School of Creative Arts, Film and Media Studies, Diploma in Film and Theatre Arts, Credit 1, Serial number 1 to 7, Credit 2, Serial number 1 to 5, Pass, Serial number 1 and 2. Diploma in Communication and Media Studies, Credit 1, Serial number 1 to 9, Credit 2, Serial number 1 to 8, Diploma in Fine Art, Credit 1, Serial number 1 to 8, Credit 2, Serial number 1 to 9. Diploma in Music, Credit 1, Serial number 1 to 3. Please take your seats.
School of Education, Diploma in Early Childhood Care and Education, Distinction, Serial 1 up to Serial 2, Credit 1, Serial 1, Credit 2, Serial 1, Diploma in Clinical Child Neuropsychology, Credit 1, Serial 1 up to Serial 3, Diploma in Special Needs Education, Distinction, Serial 1, Credit 1, Serial 1 up to Serial 11, Credit 2, Serial 1 up to Serial 12, Diploma in Public Relations, Credit 1, Serial 1, Diploma in Primary Teacher Education, Credit 1, Serial 1 up to Serial 6, Credit 2, Serial 1 up to Serial 13, Pass, Serial 1 up to Serial 7, Diploma in Record Management and Information Technology, Distinction Serial 1, Credit 1, Serial 1 to Serial 7. Please take your seats.
School of Engineering and Technology, Diploma in Information Technology, Credit 1, Serial 1 to Serial 5, Pass Serial 1 to Serial 3. Please take your seat.
School of Hospitality, Tourism and Leisure Studies, Diploma in Tourism Management, Credit 1, Serial 1 to 6, Credit 2, Serial 1. Diploma in Hospitality Management, Distinction Serial 1, Credit 1, Serial 1 to 10, Credit 2, Serial 1 to 4. Diploma in Sports Administration and Management, Distinction Serial 1, Credit 1, Serial 1 Posthumously, Serial 2 and 3. Please take your seats.
School of Humanities and Social Sciences, Diploma in Crime Management and Prevention, Credit 2, Serial 1. Diploma in Chinese Language and Culture, Distinction Serial 1 to Serial 4. Please take your seats.
School of Public Health and Applied Human Sciences, Diploma in Nutrition and Health, Credit 1, Serial 1. Please take your seat.
School of Security, Diplomacy and Peace Studies, Diploma in Security Management and Police Studies, Credit 1, Serial 1 to Serial 6, Credit 2, Serial 1 to Serial 10, Diploma in Security and Correctional Science, Credit 2, Serial 1. Please take your seats.
School of Agriculture and Enterprise Development, Bachelor of Science, Agribusiness Management, First Class Honors, Chelangat Mercy, Gathundia Stephen Thuku, Mutisia Justus Mulu. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Serial 1 to Serial 13. Second Class Lower Division, Serial 1, Serial 18. Pass, Serial 1. Bachelor of Science, Agricultural Education and Extension, Second Class Lower Division, Serial 1 to Serial 3. Bachelor of Science, Agricultural Resource Management, First Class Honors, Kuria James Mwangi, Mutunga Mutindi Francisca, Muturi John Wagitari. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Serial 1 to Serial 6. Second Class Lower Division, Serial 1 to Serial 9. Pass, Serial 1. Bachelor of Science, Agriculture, First Class Honors, Serem K. Leonard. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Serial 1 to Serial 16. Second Class Lower Division, Serial 1 to Serial 10 on that page, on page 63. Serial 11 to Serial number 16. Pass, Serial 1. Bachelor of Science, Animal Health and Production, First Class Honors, Kibiro Joseph Mugo, Yankere Dixon Parkuyare. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Serial 1 to Serial 30. Second Class Lower Division, Serial 1 to Serial 7. Pass, Serial 1. Next page, Bachelor of Science, Crop Improvement and Protection, First Class Honors, Muruo Esther Nyambura, Wanjiro Miriam Nyambura. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Serial 1 to Serial 5. Second Class Lower Division, Serial 1 to Serial 12. Pass, Serial 1. Bachelor of Science, Dryland Agriculture and Enterprise Development, First Class Honors, Kamau Peter. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, Serial 1 to Serial 5. Second Class Lower Division, Serial 1 to Serial 5. Please take your seat.
School of Architecture and Built Environment, Bachelor of Architectural Studies, second class, lower division, Serial 1. Bachelor of Science, Construction Management, second class, lower division, Serial 1. Bachelor of Science, Urban and Regional Planning, first class honors, Muki Lazarus, Muriuki Ivy Abigail Wairimu, Wahome Joseph Kamau. Second class honors upper division, Serial 1 to Serial 12. Second class lower division, Serial 1 to 3. Bachelor of Environmental Planning and Management, first class honors, Mongare Raphael Nyanamba. On the next page, second class honors upper division, Serial 1 to Serial number 21. Second class lower division, Serial 1 to 23. Please take your seats.
School of Creative Arts, Film and Media Studies. Bachelor of Science, Fashion Design and Marketing, first class honors, Akelo Rita Esther, Irene Simeon, Kiruki Christine Muringo, Maruti Ivy Ruth, Monanu Sophie Kinya, Tanya Olivia Ginara. Second class honors upper division, serial number 1 to 4 on page 66, and serial number 5 to 19 on page 67. Second class lower division, serial number 1 and 2. Bachelor of Arts, Film and Theatre Arts, first class honors, Simintei Jeff. Second class honors upper division, serial number 1 to 26. Second class lower division, serial number 1 to 15. Next page, page 68, Bachelor of Arts, Fine Art and Design, first class honors, Gikoro Maria Wanjiko. Second class honors upper division, serial number 1 to 11. Second class lower division, serial number 1 to 14. Bachelor of Communication and Media Studies, first class honors, Kikete Fred Mahei, Makoha Amos, Okoth Humphrey Otieno. Second class honors upper division, serial number 1 to 23. On page 69, second class lower division, serial number 1 and 2. Bachelor of Music, first class honors, Odhiambo Julius Stanley, Seneu John Jogona. Second class honors upper division, serial number 1 to 7. Bachelor of Music Technology, second class honors upper division, serial number 1 and 2. Please take your seats.
School of Economics, page 69. Bachelor of Economics, first class honors, Muya Paul Singi, Musioka Dennis Mule. Second class honors, upper division, serial 1 to serial 8. Second class lower division, serial 1 to serial number 19. Pass on page 70, serial 1. Bachelor of Economics and Finance, first class honors, Diro Hodan Mohammed, Fatuma Hussein Hassan, Mohammed Shamsha Salim. Second class honors, upper division, serial 1 to serial number 22. Second class lower division, serial 1 to serial number 35 on page 70, and on page 71, serial number 36 to 53. Pass, serial 1 to serial 11. Bachelor of Economics and Statistics, serial 1, Oyando Milka Omwanda. Second class honors, upper division, serial 1 to serial number 6. Second class lower division, serial 1 to serial number 26 on page 71, and on page 72, serial number 27 and 20 up to 29. Pass, Serial 1. Please take your seats.
School of Engineering and Technology, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science, second class honors upper division, serial 1 to serial number 5, second class lower division, serial 1 to serial number 11, pass serial number 1. Bachelor of Information Technology, first class honors, Baraza Raymond Oluma, Mumo Roda Mutindi. Second class honors upper division, serial number 1 to serial number 14. Second class lower division, serial number 1 to serial number 13. Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering, first class honors, Maina Wahome Alan, Oduso Constantine Diana. Second class honors upper division, serial number 1 to serial number 21. Second class lower division, serial number 1 to serial number 30 on that page, and serial number 31 to serial number 33, the next page. Pass serial number 1. Bachelor of Science, Electrical and Electronic Engineering, first class honors, Kipchonge Kipchumba Timothy, Kipchumba Dennis Rotich, Mchendero Clarence. Second class honors upper division, serial number 1 to serial number 36. Second class lower division, serial number 1, serial number 18 on that page, serial 19, serial number 26 on page 75, pass serial number 1 and serial number 2. Bachelor of Science, Energy Technology, first class honors, Co-H Brenda Cherono. Second class honors upper division, serial number 1, serial number 12. Second class lower division, serial number 1, serial number 8. Bachelor of Science, Biomedical Engineering, first class honors, Mutange Kelvin, Were Christine Akech. Second class honors upper division, serial 1, serial number 12. Second class lower division, serial 1, serial number 4 on that page, serial number 5 to serial number 11 on page 76. Bachelor of Science, Agricultural and Biosystems Engineering, second class honors upper division, serial 1, serial number 6. Second class lower division, serial 1 to serial number 6. Pass serial number 1. Bachelor of Science, Aerospace Engineering, second class honors upper division, serial 1, serial number 4. Second class lower division, serial 1 to serial number 5. Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering, first class honors, Mutuku Benjamin Kiyo, Shiteki Dennis. Second class honors upper division, serial 1 to serial number 10 on that page, serial number 11 to serial number 20 on page number 77. Second class honors lower division, serial number 1 to serial number 19. Bachelor of Science, Petroleum Engineering, first class honors, Aduya Christopher Omondi, Ayuga Eugene Wakabubi, Duta Ian Juguna, Raponda Richard Gideon, Soita Joseph Simiu. Second class honors upper division, serial number 1 to serial number 14. Second class lower division, serial number 1 to serial number 10. Bachelor of Science, Software Engineering, pass serial number 1. Please take your seats.
School of Environmental Studies, Bachelor of Environmental Studies, Community Development, first class honors, Kikonyo Salome Wairimu, Wafula Caleb Braham. Second class honors, upper division, serial 1 to 25. Second class lower division, serial 1 to 12. Bachelor of Environmental Studies, Resource Conservation. Second class honors, upper division, serial 1 and 2 on page 78. Serial 3 to 10 on page 79. Second class lower division, serial 1 to 14. Bachelor of Environmental Science, first class honors, Basil Marion Atieno, Dar Sarah Shabir. Second class honors, upper division, serial 1 to 26. Second class, lower division, serial 1 to 13. On that page, on page 80, Bachelor of Science, Environmental Education, first class honors, Kathoko Miriam Wanjiru. Second class honors, upper division, serial 1 to 18. Second class, lower division, serial 1 to 12. Please take your seats.
School of Hospitality, Tourism and Leisure Studies, and Bachelor of Science, Recreation and Sports Management, second class honors upper division, CD 1 to 5, second class lower division, CD 1 to 11 on page 80, CD 12 to 19 on page 81, Bachelor of Science in Hospitality and Tourism Management, Hospitality Option, second class honors upper division, CD 1 to 10, second class lower division, CD 1 to 5. Bachelor of Science in Hospitality and Tourism Management, Tourism Option, second class honors upper division, CD 1 to 12, second class lower division, CD 1 to 7. Please take your seats.
School of Law, Bachelor of Laws, second class honors upper division, serial 1 to 14, second class lower division, serial 1 to 28, pass, serial 1 to 5. Please take your seats.
School of Medicine, Bachelor of Science, Medical Laboratory Science, serial 1 to 10 on page 82, serial 11 to 33 on page 83. Please take your seats.
School of Nursing Sciences, Bachelor of Science in Nursing and Public Health, serial number 1 to serial number 7. Please take your seats.
School of Pharmacy, Bachelor of Pharmacy, serial number 1. Please take your seat.
School of Public Health and Applied Human Sciences, Bachelor of Science in Environmental Health, first class honors, Akeyo Omondi Jackson, Mirambo Elfin Mora, Mumbe Ngari Monica, Mwakabirwa Ram Sudi, Obama Boaz Oduor. Second class honors Abba Division, serial number 1 and 2 on page 84, serial number 3 to 38. Second class lower division, serial number 1 to 6. Bachelor of Science, Occupational Health and Safety, first class honors, Mwendwa Abigail, Otieno Lisa Ruth Atieno, Chebukurui Chayo. Second class honors Abba Division, serial number 1 to 5. Bachelor of Science, Health Records and Information Management, first class honors, Mutuku Samuel. Second class honors, Abba Division, serial number 1 to 35. Second class lower division, serial number 1 to 29. Bachelor of Health Service Management, first class honors, Kadenge Beatrice K. Njoroge Edwin Mwangi. Second class honors Abba Division, serial number 1 to 23. Second class lower division, serial number 1 to 17. Pass, serial number 1. Bachelor of Science Population Health, second class honors Abba Division, serial number 1 to 21. Second class lower division, serial number 1 to 12. Bachelor of Science Food, Nutrition and Dietetics, first class honors, Ngwaro Esrom Safania, Kamene Mwende Francisca, Rachel Cynthia Wanjiru, Muhonja Diana Kayere, Waidira Kangede Maureen. Second class honors Abba Division, serial number 1 to 34. Second class lower division, serial number 1 to 11. Bachelor of Science, Community Resource Management, First Class Honors, Obilo Ruth Atieno. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, serial number 1 to 46. Second Class Lower Division, serial number 1 to 19. Bachelor of Science, Health Promotion, First Class Honors, Ochieng Clinton. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, serial number 1 to 4. Bachelor of Science, Exercise and Sports Science, First Class Honors, Gasheri Riungu Ivy. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, serial number 1 to 7. Second Class Lower Division, serial number 1 to 8. Please take your seats.
School of Pure and Applied Sciences, Bachelor of Science, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, serial 1 to 4. Second Class Lower Division, serial 1 to 12. On that page 90, serial 13 to 18. Pass, serial 1 to 5. Bachelor of Science, Telecommunication and Information Technology, First Class Honors, Akoko Zedekia Obuya, Muriithi Joel Nyaga, Onyego Brian, Wafula John Simiu. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, serial 1 to 6. Second Class Lower Division, serial 1 to 7. Pass, serial 1. Bachelor of Science, Biotechnology, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, serial 1. Second Class Lower Division, serial 1 to 4. Bachelor of Science, Industrial Chemistry with Management, First Class Honors, Kisali Gerald Ambassa. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, serial 1 to 9. Second Class Lower Division, serial 1 to 12. Bachelor of Science, Biochemistry, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, serial 1 to 3. Second Class Lower Division, serial 1. Bachelor of Science, Analytical Chemistry with Management, First Class Honors, Kutanyi Agustine, Mulufi Edward Dunda, Olati Felix Onyango. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, serial 1 to 9. Page 92, serial 10 to 12. Second Class Lower Division, serial 1 to 15. Pass, serial 1. Bachelor of Science, Microbiology, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, serial 1 to 3. Second Class Lower Division, serial 1 and 2. Bachelor of Science, Biology, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, serial 1. Second Class Lower Division, serial 1. Bachelor of Science, Coastal and Marine Resource Management, First Class Honors, Okeri Maureen Nyamoita. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, serial 1 to 6 on that page, page 93, serial 7 to 15. Second Class Lower Division, serial 1 to 5. Bachelor of Science, Conservation Biology. Second Class Honors, Upper Division, serial 1 and 2. Second Class Lower Division, serial 1 to 3. Bachelor of Science, Molecular and Cellular Biology, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, serial 1. Second Class Lower Division, serial 1 to 3. Pass, serial 1. Bachelor of Science, Forensic Science, serial 1 to 15. Bachelor of Science, Statistics and Programming, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, serial 1 to 6. Second Class Lower Division, serial 1 to 15. Pass, serial 1 and 2. Bachelor of Science, Actuarial Science, Second Class Honors, Upper Division, serial 1 to 4. Second Class Lower Division, serial 1 to 4. Pass, serial 1. You may take your seat.
School of Security, Diplomacy and Peace Studies. Bachelor of Security Management and Police Studies, First Class Honors, Rimo Joseph Kibet, Jue Catherine Murugi, Oremo Aran Owino Lawrence Okech. Second class honors, upper division, Serial 1 to Serial 22. Second class lower division, Serial 1 to Serial 6. Page 96, Serial 7 to Serial 16. Please take your seats.
School of Humanities and Social Sciences. Bachelor of Arts, second class honors, upper division, serial number 1 to 25. Second class lower division, serial number 1 to 31 on page 96, and serial number 32 to 81 on the following page. Pass, serial number 1 and 2. Bachelor of Arts, Counseling Psychology, second class honors, serial number 1 to 20 on that page, and serial number 21 to 23 on page 98. Second class lower division, serial number 1 to serial number 16. Bachelor of Arts, Gender and Development Studies, first class honors, JPG Cynthia. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 1 to 15. Second class lower division, serial number 1 to 11. Bachelor of Arts, Psychology, second class honors, upper division, serial number 1 on page 98 to serial number 20 on the following page. Second class lower division, serial number 1 to 15. Bachelor of Arts, Public Policy and Administration, first class honors, Mburu David Gibson. Nyafwanga W. Onyango, second class upper division, serial 1 to 13. Second class lower division, serial number 1 to 8. Please take your seats.
School of Business, on page 100, Bachelor of Commerce, Actuarial Science option, second class honors upper division, serial number 1. Second class lower division, serial 1 to serial number 3. Pass, serial 1 and 2. Bachelor of Commerce, Accounting option, first class honors, Kibet Collins Kipkoech. Serial number 2, Joroge Mary Mudhoni. Second class honors upper division, serial 1 to serial number 4. Second class lower division, serial 1 to serial number 20. Pass, serial number 1. Bachelor of Commerce, Finance option, first class honors, serial number 1, Mudhuri Sheila Makandi. Serial number 2, Mudhusi Julian Dunge. Second class honors upper division, serial number 1 to serial number 52. Second class lower division, serial number 1 to serial number 18. On page 102, serial 19 to serial number 90. Pass, serial 1 to serial number 8. On page 103, serial number 9 to serial number 14. Bachelor of Commerce, Human Resource Management option, second class honors upper division, serial number 1 to serial number 5. Second class lower division, serial number 1 to serial number 16. Pass, serial number 1. Bachelor of Commerce, Marketing option, second class lower division, serial number 1 to serial number 6. Bachelor of Commerce, Procurement and Supply Chain Management option, first class honors, Manyore Kairuthu Irene. Second class honors upper division, serial number 1 to serial number 7. On page 104, serial number 8 to serial number 17. Second class lower division, serial number 1 to serial number 29. Pass, serial number 1 to serial number 4. Bachelor of Commerce, Management Science option, second class honors upper division, serial 1 to serial number 3, second class lower division, serial 1 to serial number 2. Bachelor of Human Resource Management, first class honors, Ochieng Fanis Akoth. Second class honors upper division, serial number 1 to serial number 33. Second class lower division, serial number 1 to serial number 4. Please take your seats.
School of Education on page 105. Bachelor of Library and Information Science, first class honors, Akapa Emery Kaise. Second class honors, upper division, serial 1 to 22. On page 106, second class lower division, serials 1 to 13. Bachelor of Library Home Economics, second class honors, upper division, serials 1 to 15. Second class lower division, series 1 to 21. Bachelor of Education, Library Science, second class honors, upper division, series 1 to 12. On page 107, series 13 to 28. Second class lower division, series 1 to 23. Bachelor of Education Arts, first class honors, Mutweri Phineas. Nyarima Rebecca Nyamboke, Othiambo Berry Akiji, Wawero Elizabeth Mombi. Second class honors, upper division, series 1 to 26. On page 108, series 27 to series 110. Page 109, series 111 to series 198. Page 110, series 199 to series 286. On page 111, series 287 to series 374. Page 112, series 375 to series 462. On page 113, series 463 to series 487. Second class lower division, series 1 to series 57. On page 114, series 58 to series 143. Page 115, we have series 144 to series 230. On page 216, series 231 to series 317. On page 117, we have series 318 to series 403. Page 118, we have series 404 to series 490. Page 119, we have series 491 to series 533. Pass, we have series 1 to 9. Bachelor of Education Science, first class honors, Abongo Paul Ochieng, Biketi Abigail Nanjara, Chacha Zabron Monanka, Cheriot Weasley, Kipto Dennis, Kiura Brian Jeru, Charo Rhoda Kaluki, Langata Ronald, Maithia Aris Nziviri, Maiti Brenda Stannery, Mathia Matthew Chege, Mlae Simeon Maita, Mwangi Stanner Jogona, Nandolo Nandwa Samuel, Nyangao Ochochi Evans, Nyokabi Margaret Wageni, Oko Finas Mose, Wanami Amos, Wanyonyi W. Ben, Wekesa Wanyama Benjamin. Page 120, we have second class honors upper division, series 1 to 84. On page 121, we have series 85 to series 110. Second class lower division, series 1 to series 55. On page 122, we have series 56 to series 139. Page 123, we have series 140 and series 141. Pass, we have series 1 to 9. Bachelor of Education, Early Childhood Education, second class honors, upper division, series 1 to series 25. Second class, lower division, series 1 to series 9. Pass, we have series 1. Bachelor of Education, Special Needs Education, First class honors, Bosire B. Brian. On page 124, we have second class honors, upper division, series 1 to series 19. Second class, lower division, series 1 to series 32. Pass, we have series 1. Bachelor of Education, Physical Education. Second class honors, upper division, series 1 to series 11. On page 125, we have series 12 and 13. Second class, lower division, we have series 1 to series 12. Bachelor of Science, Records Management and Information Technology. First class honors, Kimodo Frida Kawasia, Kinyajui Kennedy Karomo, Mwangi Caroline Wairimo, Wagoi Joyce Mercy Kamau. Second class honors, upper division, we have series 1 to series 21. Second class, lower division, we have series 1 to series 15. On page 126, we have Bachelor of Education, Primary Teacher Education. Second class honors, upper division, series 1 to series 13. Second class, lower division, we have series 1 to series 9. Please take your seats.
Will all the graduates who will be conferred with the various bachelor's degrees, postgraduate diplomas, diplomas and certificates stand up and put their caps on? Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now my honor to present to you candidates for the conferment of the various bachelor's degrees Please wait, I finish. Postgraduate diplomas, diplomas and certificates of Kenyatta University. May all members of academic staff and guests in academic attire rise.
I admit the persons presented to me to the various bachelor's degrees, postgraduate diplomas, and certificates of Kenyatta University. And by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that appertains to these degrees, postgraduate diplomas, and certificates.
Tupige makofi na vigelegele. Leo ni siku yenu, shangilieni kabisa. Na hongereni sana kwa kufuzu la shahada mbalimbali.
We have not seen you throw your caps up, the new graduates of Kenyatta University. Wow. Great. Make it even louder than that. Let the world know you have graduated from Kenyatta University. Thank you. 3,846 graduates of Kenyatta University. In total, 4,690. Thank you very much. Please remain standing, and all graduates of Kenyatta University be upstanding as we invite the Registrar Academic to administer the Kenyatta University Alumni Oath of Allegiance.
Maafali wote tafadhali mnaomba msimame.
Kenyatta University Alumni Pledge of Allegiance. I will pronounce the word I. Please say your name and then we will proceed. I, Isaac,
I, Maundu Chalo,
have earned a Kenyatta University degree. I am Kenyatta University. Now and forever. I pledge to work beside Kenyatta University. To further the excellent. Rich and good name of KU. I commit myself to staying in touch with her. Involved with her. And serving her. I know she will do the same for me. Together, we are all proud to be Kenyatta University alumni.
Makofi na vigelegele, makofi na vigelegele. Leo ni siku yenu.
Thank you. Let's be seated for the Vice Chancellor to dissolve the congregation.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, by virtue of the authority entrusted to me by the Kenyatta University Statutes, Article 50, Section 6, I declare this congregation dissolved.
The 51st graduation ceremony of Kenyatta University congregation now dissolved. Thank you, Madam Vice Chancellor. May we be all upstanding for the national anthem.
Tafadhali sote tusimame kwa wimbo wa taifa.
The Administration Police Band with the national anthem, and that marks the tail end of this graduation ceremony and ushers in your celebrations. The Administration Police Band will now lead the Chancellor's procession out of the graduation square. Please remain standing as the Chancellor's procession makes way out of the graduation square, leaving in the opposite form in which it did come to the graduation square, but beginning with the mess bearer, Administration Police Band. We congratulate you all, graduates of Kenyatta University, and we also want to acknowledge a very disciplined class of 2022 during the ceremony. Thank you very much. You scored highly.
Na msafara wa Chancellor ndio huo unaondoka kutoka kwenye uwanja wa mahafali.
Wanafunzi ama mahafali 1690 na furaha imeonekana kwenye nyuso zao. Imekuwa ni bayana kama unatazama kupitia runinga ya KU na kwenye mitandao yote ya kijamii. Wazungumzaji wote wameonesha kweli ni muhimu sana kuvumilia. Kuvumilia ni tunu kabisa kwa wote ambao wanapitia mchakato wa elimu. Wanavyozungumza ni kwamba ni hatua ambayo unapiga 1, 2 hadi mwisho, lakini utakuja kutuzwa kwa sababu ya uvumilivu na kuthamini masomo.
Indeed. 4,690 tassels have turned right. A promise of transformation, opportunity makers, opportunity takers. And Shaban, it has been quite the celebration. You have seen the way they threw their tassels in the air, excited when the various degrees were being conferred to them. 67 doctorates have been issued here, and right now we are moving into a new era as we wait for the 52nd, as the 51st has culminated very successfully. Yeah, and among the guests invites you are able to see the country's first lady, Mama Ngina Kenyatta, was present here. The current first lady, Margaret Kenyatta, was also here. And also we had a presentation from the Education Ministry, Professor George Magoha, represented by BS Ambassador Simon Nabukwesi, who had a quote that I'd like to retort. Great works are performed not by strength, but by perseverance. And that has been the journey, even through the COVID-19 pandemic, into having this day.
Alafu imebainika wazi kwamba alipozungumza wa kwanza kabisa msimamizi ama mkuu wa idara ya majeshi nchini Robert Kibochi alipozungumza, kwa sababu amekwisha fuzu na shahada ya uzamifu. Yeye ndio wa kwanza ambaye anaongoza idara ya jeshi humu nchini kufuzu kwa PhD, na alivyosema inahitaji pia uvumilivu, akikariri kauli za wazungumzaji wengine ambao walizungumza papa hapa. Si yeye tu, pia Nabukwesi unavyosema aliwaambia watu ni muhimu sana kuwa mvumilivu katika shughuli hii ya masomo, na ukiwa mvumilivu itafika siku na utatuzwa.
Very true, Shaban. And also something that was of a note was the way the atmosphere just warmed up when everything was being conferred, when the degrees were being conferred to the students. A lot has been put into the journey, and also the inclusive nature of the Kenyatta University. It was noted that at least 220 students with disabilities have the opportunity to study within this university. It was also noted that even among the staff members, the university has thought it wise to incorporate even those who are disabled and give them an opportunity to be part of the whole educational journey in our great campus.
Umesema vizuri sana Emmanuel, inatambulika, chuo kikuu cha Kenyatta kimekwisha kutambulika na kuonekana ni shule ambayo inaweka maslahi ya wanafunzi wanaoishi na ulemavu, ya kwamba lazima masomo yao yaendelee. Miundombinu ya humu chuoni wanahakikisha wanakaa vizuri. Kama ni masomo, mambo yao yanashughulikiwa papa hapa, miundombinu yote inakuwa vizuri. Ima ana matatizo ya kuona, ima ana matatizo ya kutembea. Hata ukiangalia chuoni humu Kenyatta, kama wewe una matatizo fulani, pana gari ambalo limetengwa linakupeleka hadi maeneo ya mihadhara, inakupeleka hadi ambapo unaishi. Kila siku unapiga simu, unampigia dereva, anakusafirisha. Na ndio maana Christina Pratt ambaye amekwisha patiwa shahada ya heshima kwa sababu ya kutetea maslahi ya watu wanaoishi na ulemavu na kuzamia masomo hayo. Kwa hivyo ikawa ni muhimu sana siku hii na KU itambulike. Bwana Kutosi.
Indeed, Shaban, and we also been televising the whole event live on KU TV, also on the social media handles, KU TV Kenya on Facebook, KU TV Kenya on YouTube. And it has been one day that will be memorable. A first, of course, the 51st, coming to a successful culmination. Very happy graduates who are now way ahead in the educational journey. We have had a very, very wonderful time within these grounds, the graduation square, like here in Nairobi, the capital, where the Kenyatta University has showed once more that it can submerge all that comes before it, overcoming all the hurdles. The COVID-19 pandemic, one that put the whole education sector in a very challenging situation, but it has been able to move through all this, and right now 4,690 tassels turn right, moving to a new journey. And also the 52nd will have even more, and parents and family all congregating together on a physical graduation ceremony that has gone very, very well. Everything was just on point. The entertainment was on point, and even looking even at the alumni, because now the new graduates are part of the alumni. Alumni like Kabaka, who is a great musician in our country, are part of what comes out of KU. And if you got a moment to actually enjoy the entertainment that was coming from the Film and Creative Arts department, you were able to be entertained. Our department that has been able to secure 12 prizes, Shaban, in the whole events that were held in the country. It's a very wonderful moment to be in.
Kweli na Emmanuel Kutosi, ni muhimu sana pia tuzungumze na baadhi ya wale wamekwisha fuzu. Au sio? Tutembee nao, tuweze kuzungumza na baadhi ya watu ambao wamefuzu hapa. Ninaona wana furaha, bashasha, ribo. Uhali gani?
Sorry?
Habari yako?
Mzuri sana.
Hebu tuambie unahisi vipi, jina lako ni nani na unahisi vipi siku hii ya kufuzu?
Kwa jina langu naitwa Cheriot Kennedy. Nimetoka all the way from Nakuru campus. Tumekuja ku graduate hapa hivi leo. Imekuwa mzuri sana. I feel very happy. I'm so excited. This is my new chapter in my life and I'm so excited about it.
Umesema umefuzu na nini?
Nimefuzu na Bachelor's degree of Education Arts. English na major English literature.
Nakutakia kila laheri. Hebu tuzungumze na mwanadada pia hapa, atuambie amefuzu na nini na anahisi vipi na ana ndoto gani.
My name is Dorin Jepkoech from Kenyatta University, Nakuru campus. Nimefuzu na Bachelor of Education Arts, History Theory.
Oh, beautiful. What is the future? Unahisi vipi? Kesho umepanga nini kuhusiana na masomo?
Kesho nimepanga kuingia kwa job market mbaya sana. Nimepanga kuingia kwa job market, tumefurahi sana kuwa part of Kenyatta University.
Nakutakia kila laheri.
Asante sana.
Oh, nina mwingine hapa ambeba maua, una share la maua. Wamekupa hongera mpaka wakakuletea maua. Oh, introduce yourself alafu tuambie umefuzu na nini?
Okay, I'm Esther Lulu Ipu, nimefuzu na Bachelor's degree Science Education Science. I'm so happy today because I've attained my first degree. I thank my parents, my church, my home church. I'm from Mombasa, Miritini, and I thank God for this chance He's given me.
Oh, kwa hivyo una ndoto gani kuhusiana na masomo yako?
I want to continue. Nimekuwa nikifanya maths and physics and I want to continue with maths.
Asante sana. Tunashukuru sana. Hiyo ndio tamati ya sherehe za leo za 51 za kufuzu Chuo Kikuu cha Kenyatta. Kwa hivyo tuna furaha ribo. Tunaangalia sisi wenyewe tumefurahi. Unahisi wale ambao wamekwisha fuzu wanasikia vipi? Kutasi.
Yes, indeed, it's quite a day that has been very auspicious, wonderful. Everything has just been on point. And right now, I'm joined by one of the students and also an educator right here. I'm joined by Professor Thomas Destiny Namwamba. Professor, I know it's not a novel experience for you, but it is something that we are curious, our viewers are curious. How is the experience? How are you feeling right now?
You know, it always gives a pleasure to a person. It is always exciting. It is always good to see yourself make a milestone in life. And I'm also excited that as I graduate again at this age, I'm graduating with my own students. Some of them whom I taught. Some were getting their masters. Some were getting their PhD. Some were graduating with their first degree. So it is really exciting to see that as you progress, there is also hope and aspiration in people that you have nurtured to grow. It is very, very exciting and very good. Yeah.
And you are securing your 6th degree, and you are among your own students in the graduation square. How was the experience of now from being in class teaching them? You're now within them and with them in the graduation square, actually being part of those who are taking part in a graduation ceremony that has been held virtually for the past 3 years, now getting back on a physical arena.
One, I'm so happy that I was interacting with my students and colleagues. And two, I had two options. I had two options to put on my PhD regalia, sit at the podium, and just hear my name being mentioned and stand to be conferred on a degree. The second one, I had the option of sitting among those who are graduating, so that I lower myself, come sit with the graduates, and be part of them. And I think the decision I made was the best decision. I have felt much better than I would have felt if I was seated on the podium as a professor of the university rather than sitting with my fellow students as a graduate. So I felt good. I felt like being born again, like a child being born again, sitting with those who are graduating and feeling myself, remove your cap, stand up, put on your cap, turn this side. It felt really exciting and it was good. It felt very, very good. And this is historical for me. I would love to graduate again and sit with the graduates.
That's wonderful. Did you get to toss your hat in the air?
It was very difficult because I was afraid my hands might not be able to hold it. So what I did, I just clapped. I just clapped when people were tossing their caps. I was clapping, and I felt good. Look at people excited, throwing their caps, and feeling good. It was really a good experience.
Professor, congratulations. And for this moment, I'd like you to also